I have a part of my house, and part of my house, there's a place in my house where I have a number of pictures. I was 5 years old in one of them. I was 9 years old in one of them. One of them's my outfit, my going away on the honeymoon outfit after my first wedding. And I look at that girl, and I see her in many different stages. And I think, you were so scared. You were such a scared little girl coming up with one survival technique after another. Some of them were not real pretty, kind of ugly, but they were your survival. And here you are in a costume, and it's not who you are, and it's not what you should be doing, but it's what you did, and it's your survival. So I look at those pictures, and at this point in my life, that's my quilt. Those are my patches. And if I weave them together, they'll keep me warm on a winter night, because that's who I am. That's my story.
I see somebody very, very lost, very broken, dead inside. I didn't even know who I was or how I got there, you know. This is when I just escaped my death. But, you know, I could see like a child's leg in the background here, maybe. Maybe that's a chair, but there was a lot of pictures of this time period where I had my kids, you know, giving me a hug, and just looked gross, you know. Looked like I had to really work on being kind to myself and not shaming myself, like, what kind of mom are you, you know? I don't even know who this person was. Thank God that this was an opportunity for a reset right here.
She is a scared, hurt, traumatized, exhausted little girl who so desperately needs the right kind of love and attention.
Just from all the things that I shared, like that little girl that I see in that picture even right now, like she was so full of life and energy and just like determination. She had ambition. Like I want to stay close to that kid. She was cute. She had an amazing little smile, and I seen a couple dimples in her cheek. She's strong, and she's really wanting her mom and her dad.
I see someone who is really struggling, someone who just wants people to like them. I see someone that doesn't know how amazing they are. I see someone who wants to be a good person but doesn't know how because they don't have the tools. And so they lash out at people and are mean to people, but that's not who they are. And they know that. And the people that love them know that. And that, you know, eventually they'll figure it out.
I am looking at Bridget when she was 22 years old. And she got out of the eating disorder hospital. And she is angry that she has been diagnosed with an eating disorder. Even though it was good that she was diagnosed, she's angry because she now knows that she has a lot of work ahead of her.
And I would tell him that I know you have to deal with a lot at your home, with all the tension between your parents, you know, your grandparents, and it's too much for you. You are just a little boy. You don't know, you're not supposed to know what to do to help yourself. And so you likely felt very lonely, and I feel very sad that as a 6-7-year-old boy, you felt that alone. I wish I could have been there with you to hug you to tell you that I am there no matter what. And that's what I would tell you today, that I am there no matter what. I will never, ever lose sight of you. You're always going to be right next to me, and I'm always going to be loving you up.
The person that I'm looking at is me in my 20s before hard drugs started. And I am out with my friends, and we're clubbing and out having a good time. And looking at that guy, I would say, man, that guy is in for the ride of his life, and he has no idea that it's coming. And he's so stubborn and hard-headed that even if I told him, he wouldn't do anything about it. And he's just gonna have to go through some pain. I have learned about myself that I don't do anything unless the pain is so great that I'm gonna do something different. And I would communicate that message to that guy, but I know he wouldn't listen because he learns through fire.
Looking back at a photo in my mind, actually it's funny because I posted an old photo of myself just about, I would say, a couple weeks ago. And it was me, and I had dreadlocks, and my tips were dyed red, and I was a gang member. I was careless. I didn't really have emotions. I was 23 years old. I had no regard for life. And I was struggling at that time. And I just didn't have hope. I didn't have hope at all. But now I do.